Are you self-employed and looking to buy a home? Buying a home as a self-employed individual is a little bit different than if you're a W-2 employee. So today I'm going to share with you some tips for self-employed buyers to help you get into the home of your dreams. I myself am self-employed, right? I'm a real estate agent. I work on commission. So I have been through this process. I bought a house last year, and I can tell you it's a little bit of a challenge. So what I'm going to share with you is information that you need to know to make sure that you can get approved. Number one, you need to have been self-employed for at least 2 years. Your mortgage lender, your bank, they're going to need at least 2 years of tax returns because they want to see that you're able to make enough money over the course of a couple of years to pay your bills, to show that you're established, and that you're not going to go out of business in the next 6 months. The second thing is that tax breaks can impact your borrowing potential. So when you're self-employed, let's say you make $300,000. But the benefit of being self-employed is you get to write off a lot of different things. Your cell phone, your mileage, office expenses. As a self-employed individual, you're trying to minimize what you're paying out in taxes. So you're writing off everything you possibly can. The problem comes that when you go to apply for a mortgage, that lender's not looking at your gross income. They're not looking at that $300,000. They're looking at the $45,000. That is your net income after you've wrote off all your expenses. And on that $45,000, you're trying to support a mortgage payment, a vehicle payment, anything else that you have, credit cards, student loan debt. So that can be a big challenge for self-employed buyers. If you know that you're thinking about buying a house, you might want to talk with your tax person and with a mortgage lender and find out what number do you need to be showing as a net income so that you can easily qualify for the home that you're wanting to live in. Number three, the process can take longer. If somebody's W-2, they can turn in, 30 days worth of pay stubs, they turn in their W-2s, they turn in a couple of bank statements, and that's all they really need to provide in order to get approved. For a self-employed person, you're having to turn in your tax returns, and then they're having to run transcript requests through the IRS to make sure the tax returns you provide are indeed the ones you filed with the IRS. Because in the past, people have committed mortgage fraud, and they'll just create a new tax return for their lender, and that is not at all the tax return that they filed with the government. So usually on a self-employed person, it's going to take a little bit longer to collect the needed documentation and get that loan underwritten. If you're self-employed, first thing to do is talk to a mortgage lender. Second thing to do is talk to your tax provider, tax preparer, and work with the two of them to come up with the number you need as income, and then go from there. If you want a realtor who's experienced in working with self-employed buyers and will help you get there, give me a call. Amy Schrader with RE/MAX Real Estate 10.